Alright, so today we are going to do a tier list video, something that I've never done before. It might be the last time I'm doing this as well. We will see. So the tier list that I'm doing is basically off of all of the side hustles that I've done throughout my life. So this is just off of my own opinion, not off of, some sort of thing that I studied or some sort of Google search or whatever other YouTuber has said about their own side hustles. This is just my own, personal experience, alright? So let's hop into this. And we'll just start with the first one on the list, which looks like CD recordable. So that was probably in middle school. Back in middle school, there was a thing called LimeWire. I know a lot of y'all might not know what that is. And then also Crosswire as well, which is just a fork of LimeWire. I used to download some things, and then I would sell those things. If it's CDR, then obviously it was music. I was a kid, so please don't judge too much. But, made $5 here and there. It was alright, so. Is it a great side hustle? I mean, it's almost pretty much illegal, right? Now that we got these laws and stuff now, so you don't ever see LimeWire anymore. So I think I'm going to put this down at D tier. It's not quite F, but it's close. Alright, so to the next one. It looks like crypto. So yeah, I'm still into crypto. I think for this one, it's like buying crypto specifically, based off of this icon that I chose. Buying crypto is a side hustle. One, you have to have the money. And then two, you have to have diamond hands. You have to have diamond hands in this speculative asset market. So, as much as I love crypto and I work in crypto, I have to put buying crypto at C. It's not that much better than freaking downloading music on LimeWire and freaking selling it to your friends. Next one on this list, it looks like money and a little Christmas tree on the side. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, if you're just asking for money for Christmas, one, it's not really a side hustle, but at least you know that you're going to get that constantly every single year. Depending who you are and who your family is and your friends, this could be pretty decent. I think I'd probably put this because it doesn't require your own sort of income and you kind of know it's going to happen. Maybe, again, depending on your family and friend situation. I think I'm going to put this at B tier. I don't really get money anymore. I'm too old. But when I did, this was fairly decent. Alright, so next on the list is DVD-R. So very similar to CDR. This is back in the day for me. Not only did I do music, I also did movies. Yeah, we're gonna put that at D as well. Not too much different. Actually, kind of worse because people would rather the music than the DVD. They could just kind of stream it even back then, before Netflix. But either way, D tier. Not really making much money with that. Next we have, it looks like Fruity Loops Studio, or FL Studio. I don't even know if they call them Fruity Loops anymore, but back in college I did make music. I really don't want to link my old YouTube channel with the music that I did make, but if you're really interested, I can comment it. But music didn't really make me money. I know my goal with everything on this list was to be really good at it and make money, but music, you really have to be good, which I wasn't. I could play piano and I can rap, but not good enough. I'll tell you that much. So unless you're excellent, music is not going to cut it. That's F. Definitely a financial failure. F tier right there with music. Yeah, so let's go to the next one. It looks like GameStop. So with GameStop, this can't be me investing in GameStop. Should have had that on there too because I did invest in GameStop, but then I sold prior to it pumping, so that's a financial failure, but I don't consider that a side hustle. So this, I think, is me returning video games. So yeah, I used to play video games a lot. I mean, I still kind of do play video games a lot. I think after this video, I'm going to probably play some video games, but when I would get games that I didn't want, or when I was done with games, I would sell them, and this I would probably rank like D tier, because again, you're getting $5 here and there, maybe, especially if it's GameStop, you might be getting a couple pennies. And then most likely you're just, rolling that money over back into another game, so you're not really taking the cash, because I think back then, and I don't know if currently, like, if you took the cash option, you would get even less money instead of the credit option. So definitely D tier, not quite F tier, because you can actually make money off of it. Music, again, you gotta be good, but returning games, a little bit different. It looks like I have another GameStop here, so that's probably like the investing side, I'm almost certain. So it looks like I do have it. And yeah, I would say like overall investing into meme stocks, very similar to investing into crypto. C tier, it's really, you get lucky, you can sell too early like me, it's all just up in the air. Next on the list is Instagram. So yeah, I actually just started getting paid by Meta. They offered me this little thing where they're like, well, can you, do 5 reels and then we'll pay you $10 per reel, which is cool, but you need to at least have $100 made before they actually give you a check. So they've only supposedly given me like $50, not yet, because I have to do 5 more, but they don't want to give me the money for the other 5, so I'm sort of waiting to see if they're going to be like, hey, your Instagram is popping, like here's another 5, so do another 5, you get $10 per, and then you'll meet that $100 goal, so then we'll actually pay you. My Instagram posts are a little bit more better than my YouTube. What the heck's going on over there? Anyways, yeah. So Instagram, I would say this is probably B tier, especially if you're like really a good content creator. You could probably make way more money than $10 a post, but it's kind of guaranteed once they give you that invite. So definitely B tier with like the Christmas money. All right. Got a couple more here. So it looks like now we're at the crypto mining. Yeah, so crypto mining, I think I would probably rank that B tier as well for me. Probably can't hear it in the background. There's freaking fans going. I probably should have turned them off before this video, but I'm not doing this again. I'm not recording this over. I'm sorry. You're just going to hear the fans. And yeah, I'm mining crypto. It's another one of those where it's like, it's kind of guaranteed, but at the same time it is crypto, so wherever you're mining, it could potentially go to zero. Even if it is Bitcoin, I don't see that happening, but yeah, but it's guaranteed. You're guaranteed to get something that you can sell. So definitely B tier. It's crazy we haven't had any A or S tiers yet, but maybe we'll get there. So next, we have the National Institute of Health. So yeah, I used to do basically volunteer studies where I would just give up my body basically, and then the NIH or whomever else would do stuff to me or research me. I'll probably go into detail of that in like a later video just for itself, but I've done some pretty weird stuff. I got a ton of money. Like one time in college, I did one study that was a week long, and I got paid $2,000. So, I mean, if you're a healthy person and you have the extra cycles, I would definitely put this at A tier because you can make some money kind of selling your body for science. It just matters like your tolerance your time, obviously, as well. Like, you have a week's time to sort of take off your regular job to make some pretty decent money. So, yeah, I would have to put that at A tier. Part-time job. So, a part-time job is always good. Even if you already have a full-time job or you just have a part-time job, it's steady. So, obviously, it's going to be above that B tier for me. I've always had some sort of part-time, even with my current job right now, just because not only do I love money, I want to do this channel, but I just always worry that I'm not going to have. So part-time job, definitely A tier for me. Alright, so now we're up to some other interesting things. So Printful. I've done Printful multiple times before. I've done it for my racing page on Instagram and my racing business, so to speak. Didn't do too hot. Then I tried to actually do Printful and try to make money with it, and did some crypto designs. Also did not do very well, but I've seen people do well. So, I want to put it at F because I haven't really made doing anything with Printful. I've lost more than I've made money. But I feel like with the potential, so some of these it's potential, it could be higher. So I definitely think if you're going to hop into doing anything on Printful, definitely C tier for me. People who say that you can make a ton of money off of that, I don't see it. And there's a couple others on this list. I would not rank them that high as some other YouTubers would. I mean, you got to be really good at marketing, and either really good at marketing or you're just already a super popular content creator and people are just going to buy your stuff. You are not going to buy my stuff. I'm not popular. I understand that. That's fine. Alright, so next on the list, it looks like, what is this? I don't even know what this is. So I think this is a report card. That's what it is. So yeah, this is going back to freaking high school. Just like the middle school stuff, going back in time here. So because I've always been kind of decent, with Photoshop and graphics and stuff like that, and I have an art degree or whatever, I used to change people's grades on paper. So I remember, this is going to be a quick story, but I remember changing a grade for a friend of mine from a C to an A, which is kind of silly, right? C is still passing, but his parents wanted to see an A in order for him to play basketball. So I did that for him. He essentially lied to his parents for the entirety of the basketball season, and in return I got a pair of Jordans. I never could afford Jordans, so I mean that was a win for me. And it was a one-time thing, but I'm sure if you were a kid and you want to do that for your friends, I mean, you're not really changing their grade, but you can probably get something out of it. But definitely not F tier, definitely no higher than D. Yeah, I did get some Jordans, so there's that. So NFTs, so this is fairly recent. I did try to do this NFT here. I made some Turbo Smells, car theme sort of thing. NFTs are really, how can I say this, scammy. As much as I wanted to make money off of them, the amount of effort that it took for me to make those pixel images are just very, very small. So I don't know. You can make money off of it. You can promote the crap out of it, especially at its peak. But I definitely would have to put this in D tier, maybe even F tier NFTs. I think F tier. I mean, there's so much other things that you can do with the NFT outside of images, where it's just so much more beneficial to the crypto ecosystem than releasing this stuff and trying to make money. I didn't make money. I didn't waste much time either, but yeah, it's F tier. Shopify. Shopify is just like Printful. You need to have some really good marketing. So with Shopify, I will probably put this at C tier. Yeah. Didn't do too hot. I've done probably 3 Shopify sites, and just, I'm sorry, this just doesn't work for me like some of these other YouTubers. They're like, yeah, Shopify challenge, 24 hours, I made all this money, or I made even $100. I can't do that. I lost so much money on Shopify. I would like to have that money back. I'll probably make a episode on that too. This kind of got cut off here, but this is a show called Startup, so this is just like having a startup or doing a startup. Startups are good. I mean, even though I've never made money off of any of my startups, I've always learned something, and there's always the potential that I could have made money if I put more effort into it. So I don't have an S tier here yet, but as my financial advice for people, I mean, if you have a passion, do the startup. You're going to enjoy it so much more. You're going to make some money. For me, it wasn't the case, but I have another LLC that I've created. So, I mean, just try it. I think that's probably going to be the only S tier here. But yeah, startups. Okay, so now we're back to social media again. It looks like TikTok. TikTok I've never made money off of, but I've had so much fun with it. I know people can make money off of it. People get little gifts through lives and stuff. I wouldn't put it as high as Instagram, because Instagram, I actually am sort of making money off of it. Not yet. I haven't got that check. But TikTok hasn't reached out to me the same way that Meta has. So I'm probably going to put TikTok at D tier, unless like you're some sort of, if you're some kid or adult or whatever, and you're like killing it on TikTok, you could probably move that up to like B tier or higher. For me, B tier. This looks like a trading card thing, so yeah, like twofold. As a kid, I used to buy booster packs, take out the stuff that I wanted, put the crap in that I didn't want, seal it back up, and then sell it to my friends. That's one thing. And then 2 that I did was I always traded up, and then I would sell my cards, but I would never really sell for cash. So I think that this is something that I would say, if you do have a hobby like this, it could definitely be the C tier, where like you can potentially make some money off of it, but it's very similar to like this D tier GameStop, where it's like, you know, are you really going to ask for cash back, or are you just going to buy more of the cards? So I do think that trading cards, you get more money than games, so that's the only reason why I think it's going to be higher than the D tier GameStop. So we got 4 left. We have Twitch. I sucked at Twitch. I want to put this F tier so bad, but I know that it's also because I kind of just gave up on it. Like, this is going to be like a very, very minimal edited video. I mean, literally, we have mining in the background as well. But, like, I'm just not good at, like, live stuff. And I think people will notice that, too. They're like, man, I really cannot watch you live at all. You need to be edited. You need to throw in some jokes here and there. You need to do something. But that's not me. I'm very calculated for the most part. So, with Twitch, it's not quite F tier. I'm sure if I put some more effort into it, but I'm not making anything either. So, not quite there. This one is representing 2 jobs. Yeah, 2 jobs. It's definitely S tier, guys. I thought that I only had 1 S tier, but when I had 2 jobs, I made so much money. So much money. If you want to see how much money I made, there'll be a link to the video. It's literally my first YouTube video, so it's kind of trash. Almost as trash as this one's going to be, because I know the sound's going to be horrible, but it was trash. But yeah, I made so much money. And if you can handle 2 full-time jobs as an adult, you're going to go places, at least with your money. And if you actually save that money, which is something I didn't do, and invest it instead of spending it on a race car, which is what I did. Yeah, definitely S tier. This is another old one. I put this McDonald's one here because McDonald's was my first job. So yeah, that was probably back when I was like 15 or so. The McDonald's, yeah, I don't know. It's like a part-time job. I'll put that at A tier. Like you're gonna get your money, but it's gonna be minimal wage. Being a fast food person, but you're gonna get paid. And the last one, logo's kind of cut off here, but we all know what that is. Just looking at it, YouTube, perfect way to end this. I don't know how it's working out for me on YouTube. My videos are subpar. My shorts, some people say underrated, and then never come back to look at my channel or subscribe. So I don't know how it's going. Based off of what I just said, you probably say, it's not going that well. But I'm still going to do this. It's very fun to make these videos. It's very fun to see people comment, whether good or bad. So I'm going to toss this in C tier. So yeah, that's my list. I got a race coming up in like 8 minutes, so I'm going to do that. That's going to be a lot, for me. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tier list, and yeah, peace.